It's crazy. I had a comic accuse me of being a nihilist the other day. A nihilist. Like what was he hoping to accomplish? Like, oh, you got me. I'm a nihilist. Man. I had a guy walk up to me, like, years ago, and he said, hey, you look like you know a lot about buckets. And he wasn't trying to be insulting. You look like you know a lot about buckets. And I do know a lot about buckets. Like, I know the weight of a gallon. You know? I know what the weight of a gallon is. I know what a bucket is. Anyways, we got into a bucket-related conversation. There was a bucket-related conversation. And he was another comic. I know, you know, and he's still out there, and he's pretty fucking great, but he's so depressed because he killed a bunch of people. But he was like, he was just so pissed off about this thing. He just said, hey, I mean, you ever see these buckets where they got this baby stenciled on the side of the bucket? They got a baby stenciled on the side of a bucket, and the baby is falling into a bucket of water. And this stencil, it has an X through it, and it's warning people not to leave, like, half-filled buckets of water laying around. They put it on the bucket. How stupid does the fucking kid have to be to, like, fall into a bucket and drown? That's what the guy said to me. How stupid does a kid have to be to fall into a bucket and drown? I said, yeah, probably pretty stupid, but, you know, I can't read. I thought those were just instructions for assembling a dead baby. I mean, this is relieving to me, like, this discussion. I mean, I wasn't going to do it or anything. I'm just saying that, like, you know, if you follow the instructions, like, you might get away with it. I mean, because it says it right on the bucket, you know, because they do it right. Like, the bucket is like 1/3 filled with water. Like, that's enough water for a baby to fall into it and then drown. Like, if the bucket was filled all the way up, the baby would just float to the top and get out. Like, there was instructions on how to do it. That's what I'm saying. Ugh. I think that's all just a marketing campaign to sell more buckets. Like, somebody just put that stencil on the side of a bucket, and people thought, like, all these buckets that didn't have the stencil were like baby killing monsters. Like, so they started buying those buckets, and they raised the price on buckets. But that's just me. That's like my speculation. I'm an evil person.